I'm very excited to get to chat with you. I've been a fan of Shinedown forever, so this is so cool for me.
Oh, my pleasure.
But it's even cooler because I'm here to talk to you today, about some music, but really about what I have in my hand right here, if I can get it into my camera.
Yes.
You guys have produced a hot sauce, man. Symptom Chipotle garlic sauce, a reference to, of course, Symptom of being human, which congratulations, by the way. Song number 1 on the active rock chart right now. So congrats. But yeah, we're here to talk about hot sauce. I actually have some wings in front of me, so I don't know if you know this, but we're reverse hot ones. I guess that's the way to say it. Reverse hot ones today. I'm gonna eat wings, chat with you, and let you talk a little bit about it. So
I love it. I'm jealous. I'm actually hungry now, so thanks.
Sorry, man. This is my breakfast. So I'm right there with you.
I feel you.
All right, so I wanted to start because you actually you are the hot sauce guy, right? Like this was your baby.
Absolutely, this is my little passion project. So we Torchbearer approached the label who helped make the hot sauce with us, asking if anybody was willing to partner up and do a collaboration. And I raised my hand because I've been a hot sauce nerd my whole life. I grow my own peppers, I make my own hot sauces, and my fridge is ridiculously full of hot sauces. Yeah, right. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And so, we spent probably about 5-6 months going back and forth with ideas and flavor profiles, and Torchbearer would send samples, and we really went deep on it. This wasn't just like, oh, here's our hot sauce, slap our name on it, and here you go. We really went hard in the paint on it and ended up with 3 sauces that we really, really liked and we're proud of, and that Torchbearer is proud of because they've been in the business for 20 years. They make fantastic sauces. So it had to fit up to their standards as well. And this one, the first one, the Chipotle garlic that you just tried, we wanted to release this one first and name it Symptom because it's kind of for everybody. It's not super spicy. It is a hot sauce, but those that are maybe not into super spicy things can handle this and enjoy it on wings or breakfast or whatever.
Yeah. I'm getting that, like, it doesn't hit you with any hot, but you get nice little flavors. You definitely taste the garlic in there, a little bit of butter that kind of tames things down a bit as well. So there's a lot of flavor in there. I'm like you. I'm a big hot sauce fan. I've got some of those ones that got pepper X in it in my fridge. The basic Frank's Red Hot as well. And I'm excited to
There's nothing wrong with the basics. I still have Tabasco and Frank's in my fridge. I love it.
Well, I think I saw you said that it was Tabasco sauce that opened like your palate. That's when you as a kid were like, oh, I like that. And then you expanded out, I guess, probably into traditionals. And then how far is your level of spice actually? Have you gotten to that point of pepper X?
Yeah, but I don't enjoy it. I've tried it, but it's like, why? Why am I doing this to myself, and why am I going to pay for it tomorrow? Yes, I've gone up to Pepper X, Trinidad Scorpion, Bujalica, the Carolina Reaper, all that stuff, and I have some of those in my fridge. And Torchbearer, actually, I have some of theirs because they make some on that level. That's where I put like a capful in a vat of soup. I want the flavor. I love the heat. I'm addicted to the heat, but sometimes it's too much.
Oh, I get that. My wife watched me the other night accidentally throw some of the sauce I have that's got the pepper X. Like I was like, oh, a little dab, and it just all came out. And she watched my face just melt because she was like, "You're gonna pay."
That's my wife and kid make fun of me all the time at the table because when we do taco night, we kind of have this thing where I do all the cooking, so I make the tacos or whatever, and we get to the table and I have a row of like 5 or 6 hot sauces. And my daughter will turn them around backwards, and she gets to pick which one I'm trying next on the.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
Kind of a Russian roulette with my daughter, and she gets a kick out of it, and it's fun.
That's fun. Now, the company you mentioned a lot, Torchbearer sauces.
Yes.
How did you guys come in contact with them? Like, how did that all come about? Was it
they reached out? Yeah, they approached us. So they've done collaborations with different people, and it's kind of one of their things that they. Do with actors or local celebs in their area. They're from Pennsylvania, and so they were reaching out for maybe one of the artists on Atlantic Records, and they came to Shinedown, and I said, I have a passion for this, and Vid, the main guy over there, and his partner have a huge passion for hot sauces as well, and they make really good stuff. So when they first approached us, they said, let us send you some of our stuff. Tell us if you like it, and if that's something a direction you want to go. And they sent me a huge selection of their sauces. They were very generous. And I tasted a bunch of them and went, holy crap, these guys are good. Yes, let's do this. And it's been fun. And not only that, they're really nice guys. So
I can imagine that that's a lot of fun. You mentioned as well that they were sending you different sauces and stuff and all of that. But I do want to circle back. You mentioned you grow peppers, so you actually have a garden, and what do you grow in that garden besides just peppers?
It's a simple. I do like a few raised beds. I've like 4 raised bed gardens. Florida, I like to get things off the ground because one, I'm not home enough to really tend it all the time, and it helps keep the pests a little bit more at bay. But our season starts early, so I'm already harvesting cucumbers, tomatoes, okra. I've got some eggplant that's coming in. Probably 5, 6 varieties of peppers at least. And citrus is finally fruiting this year. My olive tree's fruiting this year. Yeah, I'm an outside nerd. I'm an absolute nerd.
I mean, living in Florida, why not?
Yeah, why not? Our growing season pretty much is year round. The time of year where we really can't grow stuff is usually August, September, when it's just scorching 100 degrees, 100% humidity. The only thing that is growing at that point is citrus fruit and peppers.
Yeah, I like to go to Florida. Typically, I'm a nerd, Halloween Horror Nights. I'm sure you've heard of that.
Fantastic. Yeah. I went to college in Orlando. I lived there for 7 years. I've definitely had my share.
Yeah. Every year me and my buddies, we do a podcast about it. So usually I'm down there mid-September, and it is just so hot. It's
brutal,
so
especially Orlando, because Orlando doesn't get the ocean breezes. So Orlando's just this literal stagnant swamp. It is brutal.
But it's so much fun. It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Halloween Horror Nights is a staple. I mean, when they started doing that years ago, I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's if nobody's ever been, this is both Barry and me are saying go.
If you're into scary stuff and just Halloween in general, it is absolutely worth it for the people watching alone.
It is, and it's gotten. I don't know the last time you've gone, but it has gotten so crazy bigger from years ago.
Yeah, I've heard it's been quite a while since I've gone, because when I'm home, I don't leave my house. So that's been enough time on the road. I'm not going to Disney or Universal.
I get that. I totally get that. All right, so back to the hot sauce really quickly. You mentioned that this the first one you guys dropped, Symptom Chipotle garlic sauce.
Yes.
This is intended for everybody, and it really is, because I actually have in front of me different recipes that it looks like you guys have I guess teamed up with, like Symptom chicken tortilla soup, oyster a la New Orleans, spicy Bloody Mary, Shinedown spicy Bloody Mary. That sounds delicious. So you guys really wanted to make sure just anybody from, your youngest fan to your oldest fan could have this at any time, right?
Absolutely. And I actually wrote all those recipes. Those are recipes from my kitchen. Yeah. So those are my recipes for my house. The only one I didn't share, because my wife told me I wasn't allowed to, was my chili recipe. But yeah, those are recipes that I've always cooked, and I kind of catered them towards the hot sauce that we're releasing. And when we release the other two, I'm gonna have to write some more recipes. But my passion outside of playing drums and music is being in the kitchen and cooking, and so it was a lot of fun for me to do that. And for the fans out there that are listening, if you go to shinedown.com, go to our merch section, not only can you get the sauce, but you can get these recipes as well.
Yeah, and the recipes, I'm excited to try the chicken tortilla soup. I've never made one at home. I always wanted to, but this sounds, and with this
a lot easier than you think. And even if you have, say you have a leftover rotisserie chicken in your fridge, just shred that thing up and use it as the chicken. That's the cool thing about a chicken tortilla soup, is you don't have to bake the chicken and all that. You could use some leftovers if you want. It's there's no hard and fast rules when it comes to making the soup, for sure.
I still got a little bit of time left with you, so I wanted to kind of maybe transition for a hot minute over to the music side of things. I know you guys were working on a follow-up album to Planet Zero. What's the progress been on that? Songwriting? I know you've recorded a couple drum tracks for the album as well. So where's everything at with that right now?
We're pretty deep into it at this point. Last week I was in Charleston. I recorded a bunch of songs for the record. I think about 6 of them. So we're definitely getting some headway. We're not there yet. We need to write a few more for sure. Because, you want to write, say, 15, 20, and then pick the best 11 that go together and that kind of thing. That's just kind of the way we've always done it. Again, there's no rules, but that's the way we work. So we're pretty far along. We have some more work to do. I would imagine, for the fans out there, that new music would probably start coming out late this year, early next year.
I did want to get to this question because actually a friend of mine, I hit him up because I know he's a Shinedown fan, and he's actually a drummer as well. And he was curious, what type of footwear do you use? Foot technique as well. Heel up or heel down. He likes to play the drums with Pumas and skate shoes.
Yeah, a lot of guys do. They like the thinner shoes and that kind of thing. I am polar opposite. People think I'm crazy, but I always play in Doc Martens. Whether low tops or high tops, I like the weight of a Doc Marten. When it comes to foot technique, I can do heel up, heel down, but typically for Shinedown, it's going to be mostly heel up just for the more power, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's no hard and fast rules, but I've tried in like tennis shoes and things like that, or even barefoot, which I cannot stand the feel of a pedal with bare feet. I'm a Doc Martens guy. I just want to, it's not like I'm playing super fast blast beat kind of music. That's not what Shinedown is. It's more about the groove and everything. So I really want that bass drum to stick out and really hit you in the chest, and that requires that extra weight of a boot.
Oh man, he's going to be very excited to hear that. I was curious as well. You guys, I'm a big wrestling fan as well. Sure. You guys obviously have had a long history with the WWE. Is that because you guys are fans as well, watching on the road, or just, hey, we love your music, like Triple H calls you up and you're like, okay, Paul, go ahead, use it?
Yeah, it started that way. It started with them approaching us going, hey, we really like your music. And I think it was on one of the video games as well. But, that was the thing. But I know Zach, Brent, they're wrestling fans. I like the old school, the stuff I grew up, the Hulk Hogan era of wrestling, but I don't keep up with it now. But the support they've given us over the years has been great. So, why not? If they want to use our music and it makes their show better, then yeah, go for it.
I mean, the way that they are, there's a reason they're the top wrestling company, but the way that they can just mix a video package together really does, like, the song is already like kick ass, but then it's like, oh my God, I just want to work out to that song. I want to look like Hulk Hogan. I want to be a pro wrestler now, because they can enhance the song as well with their video.
The production value that WWE puts out there is unbelievable. The way they put out shows. I mean, even if you're not a wrestling fan, if you go to one of those and you're just there and you watch it, it's a blast. It's like me. I'm not a hockey fan, but if I go to a hockey game, I'm like, this was a blast. This is fun.
Oh man, I guess that scratches off the next question: who you have in the Stanley Cup Final this year? But
no idea.
There's a Florida team in the Eastern Conference Final.
Hey, is that the Lightning? Are they in
no,
the
okay, it's the Panthers, actually.
Panthers. See, I grew up in Florida. We don't have hockey. It's not a thing. We're a football state, so yeah, hockey's not a thing.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
That's all the transplants from up north that came down to Florida. That's why we have hockey teams.
Hey, that's me. I'm a transplant from New York, living in Virginia now. So yeah, and I love hockey.
Yeah, you got to if you're up there, because your winters are way too long to do anything else.
It was either that or lacrosse, and I am no.
That's a fast sport. Well, hockey's fast too. It's two different things.
Yeah. Before I let you go today, the burning question that we got to know: with your wings, ranch or blue cheese?
Either. I prefer blue cheese, but I don't mind either.
Okay. So you'll eat your wing, no dipping sauce at all?
Yeah, I'll eat it naked if need be. And I like to get my wings crispy with sauce on the side. Naked, crispy, sauce on the side. That way, if you're at a good wing joint, you can try all their different sauces and you just have the wings on the side.
That is brilliant.
That's the way to do it.
I never did it that way, and now I'm mad at myself for 36 years of failure.
Hey, you're never too old to learn something, right?
It's true. That's why we did this interview today, to wrap up with me learning how to order wings at a good wing joint.
Yeah, that's how you get to try different things. You get them naked and crispy, and then you can just dunk them in the different sauces, and they look at you like you're crazy, but you get to try all the good stuff.
That's awesome, man. All right, Barry, where can people go to pick up this hot sauce, and when can they expect the next two sauces?
Go to shinedown.com, go to our merch section. You can get the sauce there and the recipes, or you can go to Torchbearer's website. And then as far as the next two in our little lineup of sauces, one midsummer, one early fall. That way there's a nice little 3-pack for the holiday season. Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. The sauce is delicious. Yeah, you better finish those wings with that sauce. You know what I'm saying? I know I only ate one, but I doused them. I can go all Conan O'Brien for you on the way out and start drinking it if you want. You don't have to do that. You can if you want. It's drinkable. It's good. There you go. There we go. There you go. It is actually really good. Yeah. Thanks, Barry. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time.